What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you with another one. And ever since the new Game of Thrones trailer has been released, and it was shown that Cersei Lannister was blowing cold smoke out of her mouth, people have speculated about her death. So in this video, I will tell you exactly how Cersei Lannister, first of her name, Queens of the Seven Kingdoms, will die. And I will do that by using the Mag prophecy. So ever since Cersei Lannister was blowing the smoke out of her mouth, people went crazy, saying, oh my God, Cersei Lannister is going to be the new Night's Queen. And I'm not going to tell you that she's not going to be the new Night's Queen. But if you think that the Night's King is going to be the cause of her death, then you are mistaken, because that is not the way it's going to go down. And we know how Cersei Lannister is going to die, and if you want to know how she's going to die, all we have to do is look at the Maggie the Frog prophecy. This spells out Cersei's whole life, and there's no reason for George R. R. Martin to stray from this path. Now, I'm using the books in this situation. This is strictly a book situation that I'm talking about right here. So all we have to really do is break down the Maggie the Frog prophecy, and by doing that, we will be able to tell what's going to happen to Mad Queen Cersei. Now, the first part of the prophecy goes like this. When will I wed the prince, she asked. Never. You will wed the king. Now, the first part of this prophecy, we know that she's talking about Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. That's who she believes that she's going to wed. And Maggie tells her, no, you will wed the king. And we know that that king is King Robert Baratheon. So Maggie is 100% right on that. And the next part of the prophecy goes like this. I will be queen, though, asked the younger her. Aye. Malice gleamed in Maggie's yellow eyes. Queen you shall be, until there comes another, younger and more beautiful, to cast you down and take all that you hold dear. Now this is truly the most interesting part of the prophecy. Who is Maggie talking about? Who is this queen to come along and cast her down and take all that she holds dear? Now we know that Cersei Lannister thinks that this is Margaery Tyrell. This is the person she believes it to be. And we must know that Cersei Lannister is always wrong. Always going to be wrong. So anything Cersei Lannister thinks, we should know that is not the case. Now there is another candidate that could be someone else, and that is Daenerys Targaryen. People think that it's going to be Daenerys Targaryen, and why wouldn't you think it's going to be Daenerys? You see her coming across the sea with the ships. She's basically a queen already, so we know that it's quite possible that it could be Daenerys Targaryen. But me personally, the Don Tony Teflon, I do not look at this as Daenerys Targaryen, and the reason why is the wording of the prophecy itself. Now Maggie says, Queen you shall be until there comes another, younger and more beautiful, to cast you down and take all that you hold dear. Now we know Cersei right now is a very stuck-up little girl. She believes that she's the most beautiful thing in the world. So obviously calling someone else more beautiful than her is going to hurt her feelings a lot. But when I look at the words, take all that you hold dear, then I have to think that there's no way Daenerys Targaryen could be that person. Because when we look at Prince Joffrey, her children, and anything of that situation, there's no way that she can be considered to have taken that away from her, because she is nowhere to be found when those people are dead. The only person, to me, that makes sense for this prophecy to be fulfilled is Sansa Stark, because Sansa Stark was around during all the deaths of her children. Sansa Stark had something to do with it, and when you look at the things that she holds dear, I do believe that the last thing she holds dear will be Jaime Lannister, and I think that Jaime Lannister will be a part of Sansa Stark's Queen Guard. Now in the show, I don't think they're really going to go that way with Sansa, because they want to put the focus on Jon Snow as the hero. They really don't want to use Sansa, but in the books, I believe Sansa Stark will be considered the Queen of the Vale. Now in the show, I know it might be considered that Margaery is kind of responsible for the deaths of two of Cersei's children, because she was present during the Purple Wedding, and Tommen commits suicide because of her. But I do not believe it will go down like that in the books whatsoever. I do not think Tommen will commit suicide like that, and I don't believe that Oberyn's chick is going to poison Marcella. I don't think it's going down like that. I think this was just done for show purposes, and I said it before that this, what I'm talking about right now, is for book purposes. I believe Sansa Stark is the queen that is more beautiful, that will take all that she holds dear. Next, the prophecy goes like this. Will the king and I have children? She asked.
Oh, aye. 6 and 10 for him, and 3 for you.
Now, if we go by this prophecy, we know that it's King Robert that had all these bastards, 16 of them to be exact. And we know Cersei has 3 children. So people who think that it's possible that she had a fake child, or Gendry is her child, I don't believe that so. Due to this prophecy, it says she's only going to have 3 kids. We know the 3 kids that she's going to have. We know them by name. So I think that's what it's talking about. The next part of the prophecy goes like this. The old woman was not done with her. However, gold shall be their crowns, and gold shall be their shrouds, she said. And when their tears have drowned you, the Valancourt shall wrap his hands around your pale white throat and choke the life from you. So Maggie the Frog tells her that she will outlive all of her children, that all of her children will be shrouded in gold, they will all die before her. And look at this, this describes the death of Cersei Lannister. Now, do I believe the Night's King is going to come there and strangle her? I 100% doubt it. I have not seen anything from a White Walker to make you think that he is putting hands on anyone in that matter. So we must look at who else it could be. Now Cersei thinks that it's going to be Tyrion. Her whole life she believes this is Tyrion, and that's because the Valancourt means younger brother. And Tyrion did kill her mother. Now, you can get mad and say he didn't mean to, but bottom line, Tyrion killed the mom during birth, so Tyrion did kill her mother. So that's her philosophy behind it. So we know, as I said before, anything Cersei thinks is wrong. So obviously, it is not Tyrion. Now, the next person that's a younger brother is Jaime Lannister, because we hear Cersei say that she came into this world first, and Jaime was holding her toe. So therefore, that makes her a little bit older than Jaime. Now, it would be poetic if Jaime Lannister did strangle her, and it would really look like it would be possible for Jaime Lannister to strangle her. But it says hands, meaning 2 hands. Jaime only has 1 hand, so I don't believe he can strangle her with just the 1 hand, so I think Jaime Lannister is out. I do believe, however, that the person that she's talking about in this prophecy and the person that will kill Cersei Lannister is her new husband, Euron Greyjoy. Now we see how he treats chicks in the silence, a woman that has his baby in her belly. He ties her to the bow of his ship just so he could sacrifice her to the gods. And we see in his dream that he gives to his brother while his brother is drinking shade of the evening and he's using the glass candle to get into it. We see him standing there right next to a woman that is considered tall and is called pale. So when I hear that person being called pale, that is Cersei Lannister that we're talking about here. So he's going to marry Cersei, and after that, when he does that, he will strangle Cersei to death once he gets what he wants. Now, is it possible, after he strangles Cersei Lannister to death, that the Night's King will saw King's Landing, find Cersei Lannister's body, and then resurrect her as the Night's Queen? I guess it's possible, but we have to understand that the Night's Queen, from what we've seen about the Night's Queen, is that she is a White Walker. She's not a white. So we have not seen a dead person get turned into a white yet. So we don't know if he has that power. It's quite possible he does have that power. But that will not be the death of Cersei Lannister. Cersei Lannister will die at the hands of Euron Greyjoy. And that's what the prophecy is telling you here. Now, as I said, it's quite possible she could get resurrected as a white, but I don't know if she can be resurrected as a Night Queen after she is dead. So that's my video. You tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think I got this prophecy right? Do you think I got this prophecy wrong? And please make sure you hit that bell so you receive all notifications when I upload new videos. And if you have any topics or any questions that you want me to answer, please put them down in the comment section, because I will be doing a Season 7 Q&A for my next video. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace! And stay sexy.
Teflon TV. Teflon TV. What up, my people? You know who it is. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string. Tony Teflon, Tony Teflon, Tony Teflon, Tony Teflon, Teflon 316. Peace. And I'm out. Stay sexy.